power and statecraft. Central to Machiavelli's philosophy is the pursuit and maintenance of political power. He views politics as an amoral arena where the primary goal is the acquisition and retention of power for the stability and success of the state. Pragmatism over morality. Machiavelli challenges traditional moral and ethical norms, arguing that a ruler's actions should be judged by their effectiveness in achieving political goals, rather than by adherence to moral principles, virtue, and leadership. Machiavelli introduces the concept of virtue, which encompasses qualities like strength, courage, cunning, and adaptability. A successful ruler, in Machiavelli's view, must possess virtue to navigate the complexities of political life. The role of fear and love. Machiavelli famously advises rulers that it is better to be feared than loved, although the ideal is to be both. He emphasizes the importance of maintaining authority and control, even if it requires instilling fear among subjects. Fortune and skill. Machiavelli acknowledges the role of fortune, luck, or external circumstances in political success, but asserts that a skilled leader can influence and shape events to their advantage. He highlights the importance of adaptability and strategic thinking. Realism in politics. Machiavelli is often regarded as a political realist who sees politics as it is, not as it should be. He rejects utopian ideals and focuses on the practical aspects of governance, acknowledging that rulers may need to make difficult decisions for the greater good of the state. Ends justify the means. Machiavelli is associated with the phrase, "The ends justify the means." He argues that a ruler should be willing to employ any means necessary, even if morally questionable, to achieve the ultimate goal of political stability and power. Understanding human nature. Machiavelli's philosophy is grounded in a realistic understanding of human nature. He recognizes that people are often motivated by self-interest, and political leaders must take this into account when making decisions. Securing the state. Machiavelli is concerned with the practicalities of statecraft, emphasizing the importance of a stable and secure state. He explores the strategies and tactics that rulers can employ to strengthen and safeguard their territories. Primacy of power. For Machiavelli, the central concern of politics is power. He sees the acquisition, maintenance, and consolidation of power as the primary objectives of a ruler. This focus reflects a pragmatic approach to statecraft, a moral nature of politics. Machiavelli challenges the idea that politics should be governed by moral or ethical considerations. He argues that rulers must be willing to set aside traditional notions of morality if it serves the interests of the state. Political realism. Machiavelli is often considered a political realist who looks at politics as it is, not as it should be. His writings reflect a sober assessment of the complexities of human behavior and the realities of power dynamics in political life. Use of force and strategy. Machiavelli recognizes the strategic use of force as a tool for achieving political objectives. He advises rulers to be both a lion and a fox, a combination of strength and cunning. The judicious application of military power is crucial in securing and maintaining a state. Virtue and leadership. Machiavelli introduces the concept of virtue, encompassing qualities such as strength, courage, and intelligence. A successful ruler must possess virtue to effectively navigate the challenges of politics and statecraft, fortune and skill, while acknowledging the role of fortune, external circumstances, or luck. Machiavelli contends that a skilled and adaptable leader can influence events and shape outcomes. The ability to maneuver skillfully in response to changing circumstances is vital in statecraft, securing stability. Machiavelli is concerned with the stability and security of the state. He argues that a ruler should take decisive actions, even if they are harsh or unpopular, to maintain order and prevent internal strife, diplomacy, and deception. Machiavelli recognizes the importance of diplomacy and the strategic use of deception in statecraft. Rulers may need to engage in cunning and manipulation to outsmart adversaries and secure the interests of the state. Fear and love. Machiavelli famously advises rulers that it is better to be feared than loved, though ideally a ruler should strive for both. Fear helps to maintain control, while love fosters loyalty. Striking the right balance depends on the specific circumstances. Effectiveness is the ultimate criterion. Machiavelli argues that the effectiveness of a ruler's actions should be the ultimate criterion for judgment, rather than adherence to moral or ethical principles. The success of a ruler is measured by the outcomes achieved, not by the means employed. Moral flexibility. According to Machiavelli, rulers should be morally flexible and willing to adapt their actions to the demands of the situation. The moral rightness or wrongness of an action secondary to its utility in achieving political goals. The necessity of deception. Machiavelli contends that rulers may need to resort to deception and manipulation for the sake of statecraft. In certain situations, honesty and transparency may be sacrificed if it serves the larger purpose of securing power and stability. Rulers' responsibility to the state. The primary responsibility of a ruler, as per Machiavelli, is to ensure the stability and security of the state. This responsibility may require actions that, from a conventional moral standpoint, might be considered unscrupulous or ruthless. Adaptability to circumstances. Machiavelli encourages rulers to be adaptable and pragmatic in their decision-making. What is considered virtuous or moral in one context may be impractical or detrimental in another. Leaders must be ready to adjust their strategies based on changing circumstances. Amorality in politics. Machiavelli's philosophy is often characterized as amoral, suggesting a deliberate detachment from moral considerations in the realm of politics. He believes that political decisions should be guided by practical considerations rather than moral principles.